Okay, so continue working on this ProShop sales analysis in Chapter 5. In the following step 3, we stopped here in the previous video. So we're just going to launch and continue here. So in this cell L10, we are going to enter a new formula. Now this one is because we have two conditions. So it will be if instead of using one logical test, we're going to use two logical tests combined by the end. Okay, this as and checking if the customer paid by cash and they spent more than 100 or more. So that's the logical test combined because we have two logical tests. I'm using the AND function to combine them. In this case, they will receive the 0.5%. I mean, otherwise it's this. It's a blank. Okay, so again, it's D5 equal cash, and if I10, D10 and I10 greater than or equal 100. In this case, they receive, if both logical tests are correct, then in this case they receive, I forgot, it's not a dot, it's a comma. And here is the function. So here's the function, and all we need to do is copy it. Clicking on this, checking if they paid cash, and the revenue is more than 100. Okay. So step 4 here on this step, and at the end of each day, we classified that they want to classify the shop. They want to classify the customers at high and low based on again criteria. Okay. So this criteria has a little bit flexibility because it's giving us two options. When we click on the customer analysis worksheet, again, this is not a transaction customer, and the value here in cell F4, we're going to enter a new formula and use, instead of and, it's in the logic, it's specifying or. So they either, there are two conditions, but there's an option to choose one of them. So in this case, use or, the D4 greater than 12. Okay. The volume, it's more than 12. And the sales, 1,000 or more. 1,000 or more. So if one of these conditions met or satisfied, then we classify the customer or as high, or the volume high, otherwise low. Okay. Okay. And that with that, we completed step 4. Move on to step 5. We're back to the transaction worksheet. Okay, here in cell, we're going to find the reward program discount, again based on a criteria. We return a 10% if the customer is a member, and either purchase a promotional item or spend. So there's also more. Now we're getting more into the complex logic. Okay, so we're going to use and, or, and if. Okay, if start with an and, because the main combined function is an and. So if they remember, okay, or one of these conditions, if one of them are met, so they have to be a member. They have to be a member. So that's number one, condition number one. The other two, it could be either or. Okay, so if they receive, if they purchase a promotional item, if they purchase a promotional item, again, that's a yes and no. Or okay, they spend greater than 100. Okay. Now that complete the and, because we have and or, and that's close the or, and that closes the and. In this case, one of them, one of them, this condition met, let me just put the 10%, and otherwise they receive 0 discount or reward. So this customer received, that's no reward. However, let's copy and see, maybe others receive. These two customers receive based on the condition. So again, in both cases, they have to be a member to be qualified to any of these options, any of these four options. Okay. The following one, which is reward 2, has a different logic. Okay. We're switching the or here because the logic says start with an or. Okay, so and they are a member. They are a member. And again, spend greater than 100. That's one condition of the and or the or, which is now they have to be a member. They spend, oh, not 200, sorry, 200, not 100, 200. Get more, the reward 2 is more rigor. Okay. And again, that they purchase a promotional item. They purchase a promotional item. They will be qualified in this case to receive the award. Equal sign. Okay, so let's double check. So again, let's here 0. I'll go back because I come back and forth on this one. So again, so this is the or, and so the G, it's a club member. They're a club member, and spend the 200, more than 200 of the revenue. Okay. So either that or they purchase a promotional item. Okay. And if one of them again is correct, if it's true, they receive the 10%. And with that, we can go back and copy. We have multiple. Actually, the reward 1 is more rigor than the reward 2. Reward 2, as you can see, there are multiple customers received. There's 4 received in the reward 2 one. Only 2 received the promotional item or the reward. So we got 5 and 6. Okay.